So now you've heard about SEW. Don't you want to see what it really looks like? Let's go back through it. S, what's the S? Sensations. Isn't that a strange thing that we're talking about sensations? Who talks about sensations? Well, they're very important, and you're going to see why in just a moment. Sensations tell us what's really going on versus my mind has all these stories and is way ahead of things. Sensations will tell me what the emotion is if I'm willing to ask and not judge the emotion. And then once those are cleared, once all that reactive energy is cleared, there's this open space that gets us to what do we really want. So I've asked Sarah, who's one of our beloved Evolutionary Power Institute community members, to demonstrate this with me. So that you can see, how does this look in real life? Like, what is it? Does this actually work? Well, we'll find out more. So Sarah, thank you for doing this with me. Really appreciate that you're willing and you're stepping in. It's going to make you a star, I'm sure. So can we just start with what's the issue for you? Like, what have you thought about wanting to shift? It's really the question, what am I stuck about? What do I really want to shift?
Yeah. Well, I'm moving to Colorado in January.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yes, I feel excited. So I'm coming from Ohio, so pretty far distance.
I can imagine the wagon train from, way back in the 1800s.
You all want to grow up?
Yeah.
My whole immediate family, my extended family, like, everyone's in Ohio.
Wow.
And I have lived away just for like grad school, but this is a pretty big move for me. My family is like really tight, really close. My sister now has a son, so I have a nephew, almost one. And so I feel excited about the move, but then I also am getting stuck in feeling like people are mad.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and I notice, so I'm moving in with my boyfriend, and he has adult
That's a big
kids.
deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably could have done a whole SEW about that.
Right, another time.
So I haven't really talked with his kids about it. I mean, I know he has, and so I make up that like everybody's having feelings and it's my fault, and so I will talk with him about moving and some select people, but I notice myself not really allowing myself to be in the excitement of it because I'm scared of how other people might react. I've heard, I hear my mind saying I'm abandoning people. I had a friend jokingly say, "You're abandoning me." So
Dog.
Yeah.
You abandon or you?
Yeah. So where I'm stuck is I don't fully feel in the excitement of it. I actually, I'm kind of just scared and stuck. And
Okay. So now, thank you for outlining that. Now, I'm going to ask you to complain about it even more, really let your body go into the thing. What if you could complain, what would you complain about with this?
Why isn't it working out? Why isn't everybody just happy? And I wish I could just talk to anyone about it, and there would be support and love.
Just support and love.
Yeah, which I mean, I am getting that in many ways. But
As your mind.
yeah,
Mind just
don't say that.
Your mind just argued with you.
yeah. My mind did argue with me. So it's can't I just live my life?
So thank you. The complaining, it does this interesting thing. So long as we only do it for a minute or two, some people, we just vent. Can I just vent? And then, I feel so much better. What this focused complaining does is really, I think, bring the real issues to the surface. Yeah. So thank you. Now, as you think about that, support and those camp people and abandoning, all of those things, what's actually happening in your body now?
First I noticed pressure in my head. I have kind of a wave of in my stomach.
The wave of
Yeah. There's tightness in my neck, my throat. There's some energy in my chest. It feels a little heavy and tight.
Okay. So as you're...
I keep wanting to yawn.
I love yawning. because I think my story is it's a real signal of energy moving through. It's like,
Yeah.
great. So yawn away.
Okay.
And so then now as you go back through your body sensations, what's actually capturing your attention right now?
This pressure right here.
Pressure. So if you let yourself notice the pressure, the sensations, it feels like pressure. Yeah. And you want to describe it a little bit more?
It just feels like pressure and tight. I want to roll my eyes. I want to roll my eyes.
Pressure, tight.
Yeah, it's like I'm wearing a really tight helmet.
Great. Because I think people get kind of caught up in the sensation thing, like it's this very complicated, difficult thing, but it really is that simple. Like it's just a sensation, like, ugh, pressure tight.
Yeah.
The thing we would take some, I don't know, Advil for or something, right? But right now, instead of doing that, I wonder what it's trying to tell you. Does that mostly feel like mad or sad or scared?
Mad.
Mad.
Ugh.
Now, this part can be a little tough for people, like, oh, but I shouldn't be mad, all the things. But actually, what's true, what your body is saying is, oh, I feel mad.
Yeah.
Great. Now, there are two questions that go with mad. It gets its own special, scared and sad, they only get one question apiece. But mad, questions are, what am I getting that I don't want or not getting that I want?
I have this like very strong feeling of like being boxed in. Boxed in.
Boxed in. Yeah, letting yourself notice that and asking that question. So what am I getting that I don't want?
Getting pressured.
Oh, pressure.
I'm getting responsibility.
Responsibility.
I'm getting this tight feeling.
Tight feeling.
Like,
Yourself going that tight part. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want this.
I don't want this tight feeling.
Yeah, I don't want this tight feeling. Pressure. Tight feeling. So what does your body want to do with that tight feeling?
I wanna. It's like. But also. Kind of like.
And what's happening with that helmet feeling
getting
now?
better.
It's getting better. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like.
And what's happening now in that whole area?
It's lighter.
Oh, lighter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And while you're up there, so what I'm getting that I don't want is caged in, tight. What is it it's saying that you really want?
Freedom.
Freedom. I want freedom.
And a self.
And
And
self.
fun.
Oh, freedom, self, fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like, oh, some space, freedom,
Yeah.
self, fun. And how is that, as you say that, what are your sensations happening up there?
It's just lighter. I mean, I keep having this sense of an energy moving out of the top of my head.
It's just like, boop, boop. Seeing
Yeah.
fireworks. Poof.
Yeah, yeah.
So now that that's kind of moving around, what's happening in the rest of your body? You had said earlier the wall feeling, I don't know the word. but
Yeah.
The
Like,
the feeling.
That's
you can
funny.
feel it right
That's,
now.
yeah. I didn't until you said that. And I'm
Okay,
like, wow.
now it's back. The
Yeah.
is back. And as you notice that, does that feel like mad or sad or scared?
Scared.
Scared. Right, more yawning. Scared.
Oh, God.
Scared. Letting yourself notice it and feeling scared. And as you're listening to your body, what's the perceived threat or danger here?
It's like loss of connection, like big feelings, too. Like,
Scared of big feelings and loss of connection.
yeah.
So letting yourself actually be scared about the big feelings,
Yeah.
the loss of connection. What's so scary about those things?
I have this, I keep getting this image of like, it's like the country, like I see the States and like I have my family here and like Zach and his family and I'm in the middle and I keep seeing like this cord cut it and I'm just like alone here.
Right in the middle, right
Yeah.
in there.
Like, yeah. And it's like, oh, this is
Scared about
being
that.
all alone.
Kind of floating in space and in between.
Yeah.
I was there, I was tethered there and here. But here, whew, scared about being all alone.
Yeah.
So letting yourself notice how scared you are about that. Breathing with that. I'm scared to be all alone.
Yeah.
And how's that blah feeling?
It's gone. It's
gone.
like, oh,
Oh, okay.
oh,
Oh, like what? What's the what?
yeah. It's just like, oh, kind of fun.
Oh, could be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Like adventure. Look.
Oh, adventure. Okay, because yeah, adventure could happen.
Yeah.
So now let's just imagine this whole move. There's stuff here, but I'm just double checking now. I'm just going
Yeah.
back through. How's your stomach area? How's your the pressure area?
Head is good. Stomach is good. I feel a little sad, like my eyes.
Okay.
I felt that kind of bubbling up when I was talking about the fear. Burping.
Okay. Just again.
Wow, the energy's
moving. And so sad.
Yeah.
Tuning into the sadness.
Yeah.
And what's the loss for you, or the losses?
There's. It's like the role that I've played with my family.
Yeah, see the sadness coming up. And I don't think I asked this with the other feelings, but I wonder if you'd be willing to feel as sad as you feel about losing the role that you've played with your family.
Yeah.
Really tune into that and be like, okay, yeah, I'm losing that. It's different.
Yeah.
And is there anything else that's coming up with that?
It's like loss of physical connection. It's kind of coming up.
Yeah.
Just like also just a lot of years of taking care of other people. Just noticing the time in that, you know,
A lot of
loss
years.
of time in that.
Oh, loss of time. Can you say more about that?
I had some family members with addiction, and I had an idea of what I needed to do and how I needed to be around for that.
Wow, yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. So time that you've lost, is that what you're saying in terms of putting your attention there? And
Yeah, early on in college, I thought about moving to New York and California and other, like further away.
yeah.
I just never did.
Oh,
And so I'm moving away now, you know, so
yeah.
just noticing that time there that I didn't. I also feel a little bit more connected to timing and the divinity in that, but yeah, that's in there.
Yeah. So as you're with that and letting yourself feel that, what's happening with that area now?
I feel open and spacious and like loving.
Oh,
Yeah.
so anything left? Anything in terms of tension or sensations that are more contracted that are getting getting your attention?
No, I feel like pretty solidly planted, and I'm appreciating my family and Zach and his family. Yeah, like I feel curious and excited about what's unfolding and the possibility of what's ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
So no contraction.
No contraction. Yeah, because contraction would be a signal of being in reactive brain, anger, fear, sadness, and you cleared it all out. So, so now, starting to get excited about what's ahead, and so letting yourself be in that. Because now we get to do the W, finally.
Yes.
Not that there's any timing of this, but still, because now that you're in creative brain, I wonder what you really want. What I really want. What do I really want?
I want fun and freedom
Fun and freedom.
and connection and possibility.
Fun, freedom, connection, possibility.
Yeah.
And when you throw those words around in your own self, fun, freedom, connection, possibility. How's that feel?
It feels so, my body feels light and open and already in possibility. It feels really nice. I feel like teary, just connected to my life and the way things have unfolded and the roles that I've played and the roles others have played. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It feels nice.
Well, while you're in that, just for the heck of it, this isn't really part of SEW per se, but I wonder, is there something you want to do with that, like an action step you want to take with fun, freedom, connection, possibility?
Yeah, I'm flashing on just going on a hike in one of the trails that I love. Like just by myself, actually.
Yeah.
Like breathing in the air and like landing. Like, oh my gosh, I'm
my gosh.
like, gonna be living here.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, my place. Yeah, just being in it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
And so that's SEW. You saw it, right? So sensations with attention and breath and permission to be. Like, did you hear me ask the question, would you be willing to feel what you're feeling? I love that question so much because, of course, we're feeling it. Am I willing to actually feel what I'm feeling? Is like, whoa, Well, if I didn't have to judge it, make it wrong, I shouldn't be feeling this, or is it a good time to be feeling this, or any of that, just more like, oh, it's a sensation, and it's giving me this great information. So that's what I'm trying to do, is translate my body's wisdom to say, oh, there's something bubbling up. If I'm willing to hear it, because those sensations are my body's only way of getting my attention, then I can go into, well, what are these emotions trying to say to me? Because, well, our bodies are smart. And then we can move that through. It's just reactivity, right? It's just the hormones and others of the other chemicals in our bodies of reactivity. And then we move them out. Suddenly we're in this wide open space and we can start to address, what do we really want? SEW, in action. Sarah, that was so great. I loved hanging out with you while you're doing it. Like, woohoo, all the energy moving. So I wonder if you might say a little bit about how you apply this. Like, okay, so, right, what are we going to do? We're in the middle of a meeting. We're going to suddenly break open with SEW, or I'm going to pull over, or I'm going to start talking about this with my partner. How do you use this?
Multiple times a day.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't that take up all your time?
No, I would say it gives me more time, or at least the perception of more time.
Okay.
Because I'm not churning in the stories and stuck. So I'll use it by myself. I just kind of do a quick scan if I'm like in the thing. I am like lucky enough to have relationships in my life where the other person's also using SEW. So when we get in the conflict, we catch it. Oh, what sensations? Like just going into that. And I think about places where it may have taken hours, weeks.
Well, weeks.
You know, like you're stuck in the thing that like dissolves. Often within minutes.
Wow, minutes.
Yeah. And then it's like we get to the other side, and it's this deeper connection, clarity of what we really want, and it's just a totally different experience than anything I've ever known. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, magic.
Kind of, kind of that feeling of flow and shifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic. Interesting word here. Of course, what is that? But I think for me, this is about how do we plug back into flow? Because reactive brain is in force and it just gets in stuckness. I got to make things happen. Come on. But creative brain is like, oh, back in flow, back in connection with myself, with you. Yeah, and around EPI, we use this often if we're in a meeting and if I get reactive, can I actually tune in and know, ooh, there's something going on, and then stop. And I think of it as taking a time out. Football field, right? They do it when they need to. Like, people get so, but then we just stop. We take time to say, okay, this is what's going on. I can get to the real issue really directly. Did you notice that? We got to the real issues. We didn't have to be like, okay, well, but let's talk about what are the real issues. Sarah knew the issues. Her body knew the issues. I love that part, especially the complaining takes us to what are the real issues. Around EPI, we say it's never about the dishes. It's never about what my mind has thought about when I'm in that reactive state. But I'm going to get to the real issues if I follow my body. SEW. Give it a try. Let us know how it went.